How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another video. I know it's been a while, but the update is finally coming to the game. We just now got the community transmission after it's been delayed numerous times. So without further ado, let's just get right into this. Let's find out what content we're actually getting after 2 months of no update. So jumping right into it, it says the Age of Rebellion Supremacy and Instant Action, which we already assumed we were getting. It says the list of supremacy planets for the Age of Rebellion is spearheaded by the return of Scarif, a planet we know you're incredibly excited to venture back to. Joining Scarif will also be a series of iconic Rebellion locations: Hoth, Death Star 2, Tatooine, and Yavin 4. Each of these locations will be arriving to Instant Action, making the Age of Rebellion Supremacy experience available offline as well as online. And then it says co-op updates. We continue to see great feedback around co-op, and it's been wonderful watching the reactions, gameplay clips, and reading your comments on the last update, which brought the game into the Age of Rebellion. Following on from that theme, we're adding Scarif to the list of available Age of Rebellion locations, and it will join all the existing locations in the map rotation. Back in January, we released both the MC-85 Star Cruiser and the Resurgent class Star Destroyer as part of the Supremacy setup for the Age of Resistance. The feedback we received on both these capital ships was incredibly positive. As a result of this, we've made the decision to bring them to co-op as standalone locations. You'll find both the MC-85 Star Cruiser and the Resurgent class Star Destroyer within the Age of Resistance map rotation. And then it says Instant Action Missions. With the positivity and reception surrounding Instant Action, we've decided to expand it further, bringing a new option to offline play. Instant Action missions are based around the co-op multiplayer experience, allowing you to play with 3 friendly AIs and take on an enemy team made up of AI using our existing co-op missions. Faction select will be possible, enabling both attack and defend gameplay options, and the mode will be supported by every co-op location we have within the game across all 3 eras. So basically, co-op is just coming to Instant Action mode, which, I mean, that's pretty cool. Gives you guys a little bit something extra to do. Gives this game a little bit more longevity. After they stop supporting it, you can keep playing Instant Action. So that's good. That's a good change. And then Crait, Heroes vs. Villains. This has been requested for a long time. Heroes vs. Villains will be receiving a new planet in April as the battle between dark and light reaches the salty mineral planet of Crait. This is one of our most requested HVV locations to date, so it's really exciting to bring it to the game mode. The combat area will be focused inside the main hangar, with the blast door open, letting in the sunset outside. And it says Trooper Appearances. When we announced that you will be returning to Scarif, one of the more prominent requests that we started to see surrounded the Shore Trooper appearances. Within this update, we are pleased to confirm that the Troopers will have new appearances based on the Shore Trooper setup. Members of the Empire will have their Shore Trooper appearances, while the Rebellion will have their Pathfinder variants. So that was pretty easy to guess. We all assumed that they were going to get those new skins, and now it is confirmed that the Shore Trooper skins and the Rebel variation will be coming along with Scarif. And then it says Hero Appearances. We know that many of you have been requesting new appearance for heroes and villains in the game, which is why we'll be rounding out April with a selection of brand new ones. Darth Maul has been a hero who, in terms of new appearance requests, has consistently been one of the most prominent, which is why we're incredibly excited to announce that he will have an appearance based on Star Wars Rebels available to him, complete with robotic legs. So that skin actually doesn't look as bad as what I thought it was going to be when, they teased that they were going to give us a Rebel skin. This actually doesn't look that bad. He has a new lightsaber hilt, which is good. He's got some, arms showing. He's got his robotic legs. It's called Old Master. I'm not too upset with this skin. I kind of wanted the shirtless one where he had his robotic legs, like, the famous Darth Maul skin. I'm not upset with this skin. I think that actually looks pretty cool. And then moving forward, it says back in December, we brought 3 Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker appearances to the game for Rey, Kylo Ren, and Finn. We've got 2 more on the way. And if you haven't seen Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker yet, look away now. And it is Rey with her yellow lightsaber. And it is called Rey Skywalker. So this basically just, gives her her yellow new lightsaber, which I'm okay with this. I think it looks cool. It will definitely be very unique. It'll be the only, different lightsaber in the game. Most of them are just red, blue, or green. So I think that's a cool change. I'm okay with this. So that's pretty cool that Rey's getting a skin. And then it says the first of these new appearances belong to Emperor Palpatine and will focus around his red robes. The second Star Wars Rise of Skywalker appearance is based on Rey with her hood down and with her new yellow lightsaber. We're looking forward to bringing both of these frequently requested appearances to the game in April. It's called Sith Eternal, and yes, Palpatine will be getting his new robes, as we also predicted. So that's pretty cool. So we're getting Darth Maul, yellow lightsaber Rey, and new Palpatine Sith robes. So now we have damage increase messaging. It says we're adding in-game messaging for damage increase and how it relates to damage decrease. You can suffer a damage increase from 2 sources today, BB-8's resistance backing ability and Dooku's exposed weakness ability. Having a damage increase on yourself means that you will take more normal damage than any damage source. It says damage increase is messaged in-game in the same 3 elements as damage decrease. Above the head, when looking at a friend or enemy, left of their health bar, an icon denoting damage increase will be shown for the duration of the effect. This icon is always red when looking at an enemy. You will only ever see the increase or the decrease icon in this placement. It says hit indicator. When dealing damage to an enemy, the damage increase icon will animate out from your crosshairs to denote that you dealt more than normal damage. This animation is always red. You will only ever see the increase or the decrease animation. And then it says player health. When looking at your own health bar at the bottom of your screen, icons will be shown to the left of your health number for the duration of any damage increase or the damage decrease. You'll see both an increase and decrease icon of this placement. So they're basically just adding this new animation to show when you deal or take extra damage more than normal. Then it says explosion damage reduction redesign. We are removing the 2 cases in the game that would give you explosion damage reduction. This is done to ensure that our damage increase decrease messaging is robust in all cases. We are also hoping that the redesign detailed below of the bodyguard star card, which is largely unused by all trooper classes, will make it more valuable to bring into battle. The bodyguard star card keeps its name but has a new description to reflect its new design. The gameplay effect changes to when at critical health below 30%, you gain X overall damage reduction. The amount of damage reduction scales with the star card's rarity. So that actually sounds really cool, and I honestly have never used that star card, I don't think ever, for any of my classes. So now that you get damage reduction when you're that low on health, that actually might come in handy. It might actually save your life a few times. And then it says the critical health level is already messaged in-game by an audio filter. And then they just go into a little bit more detail, saying the new gameplay effects means that some low, mid-damage weapons will require 1 additional shot to kill an enemy that has the bodyguard equipped. It says an example is it will take 7 instead of 6 body shots to kill a non-heavy and 8 instead of 7 body shots to kill a heavy with bodyguard equipped. That can actually make a difference. That can actually save some people's lives. This might be a little bit dangerous in combination with some of the other buffing abilities, like if Yoda buffs you, Finn buffs you, an officer buffs you, and you have bodyguard. I mean, you're going to be taking a lot of damage, so we'll have to see how that actually plays out on the Battlefront. And then it says, from everyone on the Star Wars Battlefront 2 team, we thank you. Thank you for being part of everything we've done and for being the best community we could have asked for. May the Force be with you always. And then, as always, they have a bunch of buffs and nerfs that will go along with this update as well, which I will cover in a separate video. But ultimately, that's all we're getting after about 2.5 months, and it's felt like an eternity. Honestly, I expected that we would get a little bit more than what we got since they took so long. I'm happy with the skins that they're giving us, but I don't know. It feels a little bit underwhelming. I mean, we got co-op for offline, which I personally don't play. Crait Heroes vs. Villains, which is just, another map that has already been in the game for forever. Trooper appearances, which is cool. Scarif, which is cool. Supremacy is coming to the original trilogy. But no, secret unannounced blasters, no new vehicles. I saw that, it was leaked by Silo that we were supposed to get a new vehicle in this update. So, yeah, no new vehicles. And, yeah, it's just, exactly what we kind of thought we were going to get. So, that's kind of disappointing. Now, there may be some surprises that we don't know about in the patch notes, so be sure to check out that second video that I'm going to upload. But let me know what you guys think down in the comment section down below. Do you guys like this update? Do you guys like the stuff that we're getting in this update? Are you excited? What do you think of the star card changes? And just let me know what your guys' overall opinion is. But that is going to do it for the community transmission, guys. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Hit that subscribe button if you're new here, and I will talk to you all in the next video.
Will you join me? Accept your fate. I grew impatient.